All right, welcome back to the Cardano family. Appreciate you guys for sticking around. The yesterday's update, which obviously I, uploaded after quite some time, the feedback was absolutely amazing. So just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys. You guys know who you are. And of course, at the same time, there's trolls that just don't like ADA because ADA hasn't really seen those explosive moves that a lot of people are anticipating. But again, we're going to see trolls no matter what. Shout out to the true believers that actually understand the risk factor, number one, that crypto has. And, think realistically that there's not 100% guarantee that some of these projects will go up, but that's where the speculation portion comes into play. The trolls that come in and thinking that the price is just going to go up no matter what, they have like completely 100% confidence in that, are the ones that really need to ask themselves whether or not their overall strategy is realistic or not. But anyhow, enough with the trolls. Let's take a look at what's happening with Cardano. Before I do that though, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So going into Thursday morning, you're actually seeing some coins actually down, and majority of the coins, to be quite frank with you, are actually down right now. A few handful coins here and there that are up, but majority of the market is seeing a little bit of a retracement because our good old friend, the dominance index, is literally sitting at yearly high as of recording this specific update. Looking at the price of Cardano, it's down about 0.5% in USD and about 0.3% in Bitcoin comparative. 35.6 cents is the price, $12.7 billion is the market valuation, and the 24-hour trading volume is about $326.7 million. And I know, the conversation that really is taking place within the Cardano community is that the on-chain activity is quite low compared to what we have seen in the past months. And are we really surprised at that specific data that's coming out? No, I'm not personally surprised because, as I've stated to you guys before, there's a lot of different projects out there right now that are gaining mainstream attention. And when you have mainstream attention on specific projects, whether it's meme coins or it's like layer ones or the likes of Bitcoin, ETH, whatever the case may be, when there's mainstream attention, those are the projects that really get the love. And we've seen Cardano not, obviously having that much of developer interest or even investors' interest, whether it's the DeFi sector or even the native token itself. It's just a clear thing, and I've pretty much been clear on that standpoint. We had a discussion on that yesterday alone. The trading volume itself speaks for itself in terms of the interest there really is. But let's take a closer look and see what is happening. If you watch my XRP update, I really want you guys to understand what the Bitwise CEO projects. And if you want to kind of look into that, go watch my most recent XRP update that went live, a few hours ago. So anyhow, let's take a look at what is happening with our good old friend Bitcoin dominance. So as I've stated, Bitcoin dominance is sitting at almost a yearly high. So maybe when you're watching this video, which is most likely going to be midnight, it's already midnight here in North America, so I upload around that specific time frame. So when you see this update, wouldn't be surprised if we are actually seeing the dominance sitting higher than where we currently are. And of course, tomorrow is Halloween, and it's also the last day of the month before we enter the month of the election, which a lot of people are excited about, at the same time a little bit nervous. Looking at the price of Bitcoin right now, as you can see, Bitcoin is actually still holding above $72,000. Really impressive to see. We actually saw a daily close above the $72,000 two different times, which is really bullish in my opinion. If we are able to maintain here, I would not be surprised tomorrow even if we're actually able to see a retest towards an all-time high, or potentially actually even seeing an all-time high being retested before we enter the month of November. Looking at ADA, you're still seeing that good old consolidation phase occurring for ADA. As you can see, ADA wants to break out, of course, with the overall broader market momentum. But number one, as I've stated to you guys before, the volume for ADA is really low. It's really low, to be quite frank with you. And on top of that, the interest in terms of retail interest in general, not just within Cardano specifically, the broader market, you're not seeing much retail interest. So that probably makes you wonder what's happening with Bitcoin, the likes of Bitcoin sitting nearly all-time highs. Why is Bitcoin moving then? This is big money flowing in. The likes of big asset managers, institutions, they're seeing the potential of this asset class Bitcoin, and they're coming in, and they're coming in very, very fast. If you're looking at ADA, you could see this for yourself. ADA is so far accumulating within this specific trajectory, but really, really important for us to retest that 40 cents, price point. Remember what happened last time, and if you watch my updates pretty much since the bear market, I spoke about this resistance, how important it was, and look what really happened after we broke out of there. So things can move up very fast when you actually get that type of, momentum and that type of interest that we did see at the beginning of the year. If we're able to see that, I still do project we could actually replicate these types of moves. Remember, Cardano is a proof of stake consensus, and there's a huge chunk. It's pretty much supply and demand factor. And right now, believe it or not, there's not as much demand in terms of how much supply there is. So once the demand kicks in, as we have seen in the past at the last year, we're coming up on a year, Q4 of last year, I still can't believe that was a year ago. I still cannot wrap my head around that was 1 year ago. But anyhow, when the demand really kicked in, remember, there's a huge chunk of Cardano that's off the exchanges, which a lot of people completely forget. And once the demand kicks in, projects like ADA move up quite fast because, basic, economic rules, supply and demand. This is a perfect example right in front of us. And, the people that have negative things to say about ADA, why is ADA still here to this day, with a $12.7 billion market cap, which people, call at specifically around a $12.7 billion market cap, the price is around 35.6%, and people call this a stable coin, a boring coin. And yet it's still here at a $12.7 billion market valuation. And there's a lot happening for the ecosystem itself if you really, do your due diligence and research into it. But of course, people ignore that. People just focus on, the native token itself. And this is where most people get left behind, in my opinion. I'm not saying this specifically about ADA. I'm saying this about the broader market. You really want to be doing your due diligence and really understanding what you're really getting yourself into. If you're just blindly getting yourself into certain coins and, are getting ticked off at the fact that, these coins are not moving, it's your fault for not understanding how this market works. But anyhow, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for all your support, and I will see you tomorrow. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.